Then I was like, just because I've got a butt plug with a fur tail coming out my arse doesn't make me a donkey. Hello, I'm Abel. That's Atticus. Welcome to AA. This is our first ever episode, so we're just going to pretend like we've all been here before and this is completely normal. Everything's normal. Completely normal. We advertised a little bit before launching this channel, and a few people wrote in with suggestions of stuff that we could cover. And so this first episode is dedicated to Dane, who wrote to us from Memphis, Tennessee. Dane said, I want to marry my cousin. Hey, sex with family. We don't judge here. We just lend our ears, research facts, look at human history, psychological research, case studies, lend more ears. So Dane left for university and he was pretty apprehensive. He didn't know anyone there. It's a whole new world. There were about 20,000 students and I knew nobody, guys. Then I went and found out my cousin was going to the same university and would be staying in the same campus as me. So I was pretty relieved. We spent tons of time together, and one night after a party, we hooked up. We told ourselves it was a one night, one time type of deal, and we would not tell anyone. Just move on. Well, that lasted a total of 7 days, and we ended up back in my room kissing and cuddling and having sex. We recently sat down and had a serious chat about what we're going to do when we finish study, and my heart aches at the thought of not being able to live my life with the woman of my dreams. Could we get married? Could we hide it from family? How bad is it to marry your cousin? Boy, oh boy, you ended up in a whole pickle jar. Looking to marry your cousin in the like, fuck are you doing? He's not Indian. Approximately 10% of the world's families are headed up by couples who are second cousins or closer. Almost 750 million people. I threw up in my mouth again. Swallow it and wrap your ear flap holes around this. There is a list as long as your arm of people, famous people that married their first cousins. Charles Darwin actually taught us a little bit about this. Charles Darwin was the grandfather of the concept of evolution. He taught us that all species of life have descended from a common ancestor, and that's now generally accepted and considered a fundamental concept in science. Darwin married in 1839 to a lady called Mary Wedgwood, and they actually had 10 beautiful children together. But Mary was Charles's first cousin. How are we measuring that? Like how beautifully they run all day, round in circles, slamming into walls. The list of famous people throughout history that have married their first cousins is vast. Edgar Allan Poe, Albert Einstein, H.G. Wells, Saddam Hussein, Jerry Lee Lewis. Worst dinner party ever. They all married their first cousins. In fact, even President Roosevelt married his fifth cousin, Eleanor Roosevelt, and she didn't even have to change her surname. Was that the guy that did the on the poor lady's dress? No, that was someone else. I heard it looked like a painter's portable radio. Jesus Christ. In the 17 to 1800s, it was actually fairly normal for someone within the family to have a relationship with someone else in their own family. And that was for a load of different reasons. Like you could keep your finances and power all within the same little unit. That would help you maintain your social status. Even proximity and the need for like a deeper connection. We're not in the days of, public transport everywhere and, trains and flights and stuff. So needs must. Maybe it's like when people go to jail for like a life term or like a life sentence.
and then they end up bunking up with Tommy, Two Guns, Bill the Butcher, Freddy the fucking the stabber, Johnny the tricks. And then 50 years later on down the line, we start to see the trend of marrying first cousins or cousins in general start to decline. There's more choice when you can just hop on a train or even hop on a computer. Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, Minge, your mum. So even though it became less popular on both sides of the Atlantic, it was actually only over in the US that it became illegal. For you, Dane, it's actually illegal in Mississippi to marry your first cousin. There's gonna be people talking. There's always people talking. It's not the norm, whatever that is.
It's fucking weird.
I guess it's just, let's face it, it's not the norm.
It's fucking weird.
If you don't have anyone to talk to, it's not the end of the world. Just reach out, say something, drop a comment below. Let's talk. We're your new family, okay? Anything else?
Your penis is on the floor.